Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You join us here on Sunday at BUCS-UPC 8-ball pool, and you can feel the excitement in the air. We're down to the knockout stages now. All the messing about in the groups is done, individuals are done, and now is when it gets serious. It's all knockouts all across the room. We've got the Shield level, that's the lower level who played in the lower tier group stages. Top two teams in their groups are through. And I think we have 8 teams remaining in that, down from 24 in the knockout stages. We've got the trophy for the third placed, roughly, teams in the championship trophy group. That's got 8 teams as well, quarter-final stage. But what you've got here is a last 16 match in the championship, the main team event, between Queens University Belfast and the defending champions, Exeter. Ed Poultney to break for Exeter. And they've gone a bit scrappy down that far side of the table. Paul potted those, so he'll get the first look. And he does have, I think, yes, one of those reds does pass at the bottom. Reds are possibly on. Ed Poultney surveying the scene here on table 35, our televised match table all weekend, while on the table to the left we have a second match going on in this fixture, 2 going on concurrently. The format, just to remind you if you've never been here before, best of 10 frames. You play 2 single frames against 2 different opponents from the other university, and it's 5 players per team, so 10 frames in total. If it's a 5-all draw, it goes to a 3-man playoff, as picked by the captains at the end. If it gets to 6, you're through, and the other team is going home. Unsurprisingly, Ed Poultney of Exeter choosing reds. Chance to develop. It's not worked out perfectly. And he's got no easy way to get to the top left red as you look on your screen to have another chance to develop that red. And he potentially isn't actually on anything as well, so might have to look to play a safety snooker of some kind. So first visit here from Queens. Queens are known, certainly in my books, for trying to take the bottom 2 pockets pretty much all the time. That's what they look to do very early on in frames. It can give you a big advantage in the frame. Looks like Ed's looking to come off a cushion rather than play the red nearest to him. Oh, he's got a good white there. Andrew Maguire here, the Queen's representative. He's been in their team for a little while. I know he's certainly around last year at the snooker, where Queen's are always strong contenders. It's a very nice shot from Ed, who's covered the pocket there. It's in a strong position, especially if the black passes that yellow covering the corner pocket. Maguire sensibly trying to rectify that problem. Properly stitches up that pocket. The thing is though, that's not really covering any reds, and even if Ed was left with all his reds down there, double attempt to the middle, that still makes him strong favourite for the frame. It's not a bad effort at the snooker. Looks like he's not quite got it though. Now, if Ed were to play a deliberate foul to try and get the black into his corner of the table, that wouldn't be a bad time. The problem is that he'll probably get deliberate fouls straight back. The black becoming a crucial ball in this frame, as far as Ed's concerned, in so much as his other balls are in very playable positions, but even once he's dealt with all of them, he's still got to deal with the black. Ed looking to develop his last red there, and that's not what he meant to do, I don't think. He was just trying to snick it out into open play. No huge harm done, but he'll take another shot, as surely he's not gonna... He's gonna play the deliberate foul here. It's not a terrible option, but I wouldn't like to give Ed a pot. The low red and the black still need dealing with, so odds on not to clear. But if anyone's going to take them out, it's Ed. See, I would have favoured the bashing the red up and down, and then covering that pocket again. The same pocket that the deliberate fouls just played in. With 2 visits, there was the opportunity to go up and down. It was probably the percentage play. So I think they've ruled touching ball here, which gives Ed a chance to get creative here. Don't know if he's looking to manoeuvre the black here or whether he's looking to cut the red across to cover pockets. On our second table here, we're still going. James Martin down to 2 yellows with a bag covered. His opponent McGinnis with a handful of reds spread around the table, a couple by the covered bag, so no imminent finish. Now, Ed's managed to manoeuvre that red towards that pocket, but he has given his opponent the opportunity to cover it here. And he's played it well. Question here whether Ed's left the foul snooker. I'd suspect not. He could probably get through to the low one, so he's just going to play the pot to the middle to start him off. He's called the draw. The frame on the other table is getting really stitched up, bogged down. Black ball now been manoeuvred over the yellow, James Martin's of Exeter's yellow over the pocket, with a couple of reds around it as well. Strike there from Ed. So I think I'll be going to the middle first if he can. To leave him an angle to develop the last red. But difficult to develop and get position with only one pocket to go to. Chance there for Exeter on the other table as a deliberate foul played and leaving a foul snooker on the black, so it's not that straightforward, but you'd expect James to take this out with 2 visits. And James Martin's played his first visit really well. Simple tap in black for the finish. And to be honest, it was a slightly strange deliberate foul. I don't think he was really going to win the frame playing that shot. 1-0 to Exeter. Good start for the defending champions, but Ed's still in a spot of bother for Exeter over here on table 35. He's gone up and down exhibition stuff, but he is total snookered by the looks of things. Weighing up a few deliberate foul options, possibly. Trying to pot one of these 2 yellows over the pocket and not leave his opponent in a possible position for his first visit, somewhere I'll have to waste a visit. And it looks like he's played it well. He's ran that white ball through nicely. He might have only left a direct shot at the yellow nearest to him as Ed bounces around the table. So we'll have an angle to develop this yellow, tied up against the red now, and I think he does have to develop it. It doesn't look like he's got the angle to pot it if he can get high on it. The development coming now. Big shot. Oh, he's rolled it. Covering bags again. They do love to cover a pocket to Queens. It's not a total snooker. Played the double. Oh, and he's jawed it. Unlucky. It's a great effort there, but he might have been snookered on the black. He is now. Whether he got the angle right, he might have been able to see through to it. I don't know. But under the circumstances, probably would rather have missed it. Well, there's no chance of these Queens boys going for a finish in the hurry. Third match now on the other table. John Maguire of Queens playing Abhishek Bajaj of Exeter. I know John Maguire was around last year. Can't tell you if he was around many years before that. Abhishek, new to Exeter. A master's student though. And a handy player to turn up. More of a snooker player, but 70 high break when you turn up at the club is always good ground to work from for a university student. Ed's played the deliberate foul here. That's not ideal. That's not where he would have been looking to leave that yellow. Just makes the finish a little more difficult. But he's going for it. Cards on the table time. Well, he's got an angle. If he plays to the snick into the middle, he'll be going towards the black. He played it nicely. One frame each here. Queens have taken down Exeter's talisman. Looks like we're going to have a game on here. Pavel Mitov stepping to the table for Exeter. One who's been through the development structure at Exeter, you could say. Been through the leagues, played in the second team, third team in his very first tournament, worked his way up into the first team, earned his place. he was more used to the American tables when he turned up, playing back home in Bulgaria. And his opponent is Kieran Fay from Queens, player I've not seen before. John Curry looking on from the far side, one of the other Queens players. I think they brought 6 this weekend, so he's the reserve for this match. He went deep in the singles. I think he reached the last 16 in the end, which is a good effort in a field of around 600 guys. Pavel taking reds, a bit early to suggest the clearance is really on, but if he can get a nice development on the tied up red on the near side, he's got a chance. Queens would probably take the bag under the circumstances. Exeter perhaps more inclined to be a little more aggressive with their play. He has covered the bag, and I really do think that was the right shot. Don't think he really had a good chance to develop the last red, so taking the bag the best option. He nearly potted it though. Great result.
We've had a couple of questions. The Women's Championship team trophy will be on no earlier than 10:15. So if the women's team knockout teams can gather in the main hall around there about 10:15, that'd be great. So thank you.
These two teams you see in front of us, 2 of the last 16 remaining. Queens won their group, which was Group F. They came in here as the 6th seeds. Exeter came as the 1st seeds, but lost their first game to Nottingham Trent, before obliterating the rest of their group, including Plymouth first, to reach the last 16 stage as a runner-up. And that's the fact that they've finished runner-up in their group that's created such a juicy tie, as Queens will look to play a deliberate foul here and take the bag. Played at a nice pace. Queens in control of the frame now. Kieran acknowledging the Queens University love affair with covering the 2 bottom pockets. It's been a long time they've been using that trick. I remember seeing them do it 2 years ago when they nearly got a result against Nottingham first, who had a very strong team that year and went on to win the championship. 2012-2013 season that was. They got as far as a playoff that year, and to be fair, missed a very good chance to knock Nottingham out. And Pavel takes the bag back. It's going to be one of those. Just checking here that that yellow is not touching the cushion. Referee being called, must be close. Stuart here, one of our referees, checking, see how it's done. Darren Brown ref, I like to call him. I think there's a bit of a resemblance, and he's just so majestic. A lot of swagger and swish when he's pulling that extra white out of his pocket. Or even just brushing and ironing a table. And we have another deliberate foul, ladies and gentlemen. We should have got a count started, really. There'll be plenty more over the course of this match with the Queen's style of play. There's a lot to like about how well they've interpreted the tactics of the game, but not favoured by all. Many would rather see balls smashed about. I like a bit of a mixture personally. Can get a bit dull if this is the tone for every frame. But it's nice to see the old brains engaged once in a while. On the wrong side of the black there, but still a problem red for Pavel down the bottom. Its only way out to that, as far as I can see, is to play a deliberate foul to knock the red and cover that pocket back for himself. In fact, he's looking to put himself in a position to get the black pocket again, maybe in a couple of visits' time. On the other table, Abhishek Bajaj is down to his last red, which is up against a cushion, but snookered behind 3 yellows, with another couple of yellows aside. They're gettable with 2 visits, so you need to make sure of the snooker escape. In fact, by the looks of things, I've got things wrong there. It's Abhishek with all the yellows who had been deliberate fouled, and he has laid a nice snooker there. So again here, just trying to get this yellow away from the black. Played very well, and now Pavel is in a decent position to play the deliberate foul and to use his red to cover that bottom pocket. Not an easy shot when you're playing a few balls into each other, but I'd have thought now was the time, if any. Oh, that's a silly shot, because he's left the Queen's player a very easy chance to cover the black pocket. Yeah, I really don't think he meant to hold that. Might just force him into an aggressive shot here. He's got a good chance to fish the yellow out and end up on a finish. I think I'd be tempted to go for it. There's a number of balls I need to check whether they're on the cushion or not here. As we look over to the other table, Abhishek looking handily placed to take out a finish for an Exeter 2-1 lead, but still work to be done. All depends how nicely a couple of the balls pass each other. If they pass each other, it should be academic. He's a good cueist, good snooker player, so finishing balls like this off isn't difficult for snooker players. So a decision has been made one way or the other here. As Queens look to continue fudging up. And he's got a strong snooker there. Deliberate foul played there. One of the key features of World Rules Pool. Absolutely legitimate to just tap the white ball and give your opponent 2 visits. And now Pavel has a really good opportunity to play this deliberate foul. Yellow onto red, onto yellow. The problem is leaving the white ball in a position that makes clearing up with 2 visits really difficult. The key will be not leaving the yellow in open play available into a middle or top pocket. But I can't really see any other shot for Pavel. I suppose the other option would be to try and lay some kind of snooker up the top end here, but it will be the deliberate foul. But definitely not the deliberate foul I was expecting. That certainly doesn't progress the game in Pavel's favour. And surely leaves a great chance to get these finished. That was a real mistake from Pavel as far as I'm concerned. So leaves himself 2 visits to deal with this little problem. Queens take a 2-1 lead on the far side. Real tactical error there from Pavel, and suddenly 2 frames have swung dramatically in Queen's favour. They lead 3-1. They're looking strong. They're looking difficult to beat. And they're looking like the force that everyone expected them to be this weekend. You got to say, whichever way this game goes, the team that comes out on top will have a good chance. They'll be among the favourites to take the championship title. Whether it be Exeter defending it, winning their second title, or Queens, I believe it would be their third BUCS pool title. They've certainly had plenty of snooker titles to go along with that. Got a couple of other games going on in this little area of the venue. You can see Lancaster playing Nottingham just to our right. Hopefully we're going to be able to get some score updates from you shortly. Got Keele and Strathclyde playing on the right here. Strathclyde, one of the, well, most people's pick to win this actually. Outright favourites. My pick was Southampton, but I'm aware that they'll have a tough time beating Strathclyde. Keele won the trophy last year, I believe. They've done well to progress this year and qualify from a relatively straightforward group. One of those that gave an opportunity for a so-called lesser name to get through. I think they went through with Bath, who themselves are not the strongest of late since getting to the BUCS final a couple of years ago, albeit that was a bit of a fluke in itself. Kyle Selman carrying them there with an impeccable record. I think he only lost one frame in the team event. On the table here we've got Andrew Maguire again and Abhishek Bajaj, who I was talking about on the other table. Abhishek on reds, as I'll just indicate to you now. Wow, we've got a score update for the next table. Keele 5, Strathclyde 2. I don't think anyone saw that coming. To be fair, I don't know anything about this Keele team whatsoever, but I know that I did not expect them to beat Strathclyde. Nottingham first, a 5-2 up against Lancaster first, which was one that could have gone either way. They're both teams that have been very strong in the last 3-4 years, but perhaps suffering from a few too many graduations. From the far corner of this group, Warwick first lead York first by 3 frames to 2. I'd have had Warwick as favourites for that match coming into it. It's an all northern affair in terms of the north-south divide of English pools, so they'll be familiar with each other, having competed against each other in the Northern England University Pool Championships. And we've actually got a first result in for you. Southampton first, my pick for the tournament, have won 6-1 against Imperial first. No surprises there. Imperial, habitual trophy team, but this year they've managed to better themselves and get through to the latter stages of the championship, but to no avail, I'm afraid. Southampton 6, Imperial 1, and another result, the winners from Group A, who topped Exeter's group, Nottingham Trent, are through by 6 frames to 2 against Sheffield first. So Southampton and Nottingham Trent are first 2 teams through. Unsurprisingly here we see Queens with some pockets covered. The only surprise being that they're not the bottom 2 on the table, but that's the way the ball's gone here as Abhishek fishes his red in behind just to create a few problems. Might have been attempting a deliberate foul there, and this is possibly where someone like Abhishek, who's less experienced in the pool, doesn't have the tactical experience. Got a bit of a ginger off going on table 36. Stephen O'Connor and Jack DeGrushy. Stephen O'Connor representing Queens, played for Northern Ireland students as well. I know I've come up against him in a couple of things over the years, played him in a flyer and home internationals and in the BUCS snooker semi-final last year. Very strong player. Jack DeGrushy, flamboyant on his finishes, potentially looking like he might have gone for one and ended up on only 1 yellow, so he's snookered now and looking for a deliberate foul option on the far side. We're quite far behind in this match due to its cagey nature, which we have to say is brought on by the Queens boys. It's not something Exeter would have been looking to play. But hey, that was an aggressive shot. It's developed some balls. Another couple of latest scores for you. I could tell you that Ulster lead Bath by 3 frames to 1. That one's going a bit slowly as well, possibly suggesting that Ulster and Queens have been sharing tactics as much as they've been sharing players and covering some bags. The Ulster team much improved from last year when they frankly got nowhere in the groups, managed to scrape a draw against Kent Thirds, which I remember being a bit of an epic. But they are leading with a chance to get through to the quarterfinals here. We've also got Oxford first, leading St Andrews first by 4 frames to 3. That's Oxford 4, St Andrews 3. Again, Oxford, you'd have to say, would have been favourites for that one. But St Andrews giving them a fight. So where's this yellow going? Stephen O'Connor's got the result on the other table, and it's starting to look all Queens here. Exeter really not looking as tactically aware as their opponents, and they're getting bullied about the table up to this stage. And we have a result. Wow. Look. Keele have beaten Strathclyde. We'll get the scoreline confirmed to you shortly. We know it's 5-2, so potentially 6-2, 6-3. Looking to play this yellow off a cushion. That was a great result. Leaves Abhishek awkward queuing. He really needs to get a result out of this game, Abhishek. Perhaps take one against the head. That's effectively another ball. Awkward up against the cushion. And yet we can confirm now that Keele first have beaten Strathclyde first by 6 frames to 2. A resounding victory against many people's favourite for this week. And a result that, well, I don't know whether other teams will be looking at that and saying Strathclyde are out, they're a real threat. Or whether they'll be saying we need to worry about Keele now. So just to run through the scores we know, these are the latest ones that we had in. They may have moved on a little, but we had Keele 6, Strathclyde 2 as a result, Trent first 6, Sheffield 2 as a result, Southampton first 6, Imperial first 1, and some results that might be a little out of date now, but Warwick first 3, York first 2, Ulster first 3, Bath first 1, and Oxford first 4, St Andrews first 3. So Abhishek possibly looking to lay a snooker against the side cushion here, or against the top cushion. He's got a couple of places he could play this. We've got another result for you. Nottingham first did in fact go on to beat Lancaster first by 6 frames to 2, so last year's finalists and Northern champions they were last year, Lancaster, have lost by 6 frames to 2 to the 2012-13 champions Nottingham. Who no one really fancies Nottingham this week. They've got a bit of experience and a couple of handy players. Lancaster had lost the talisman. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that was tight. Whether that was, I'll whisper quietly, whether it was cushion first, so they don't overhear me. Questionable whether that was a foul. Lancaster lost. Shout out to Paddy McWilliams. We're just having another look now at that shot that was a bit dubious earlier. I think I'd give that the benefit of the doubt. Go back. We've got a note in on the comments that Imperial lost in the last 16 of the Shield last year, and it is a big step up from Shield to Championship, especially for those not reaching the last stages. So very impressive that they made it through to the Championship groups. Thank you to Elwyn for that comment. When I say they're perennial trophy team, that's more of a snooker thing, really. I know they've won that a number of years, 3 in a row at one point. But a rare achievement for them to get into the Championship, but one I'm pleased for them for. Their website is first rate, very informed. If you get a chance to look at it, it's got results from all sorts of tournaments across the country, going back years and years. And they do a good live text feed with kind of user contributed. Paddy there was suggesting that Strathclyde are perennial underachievers. Don't know how many years back I could go, but I'd have to agree with that to an extent. They had 3 singles semi-finalists at the 9-ball, yet failed to get into the latter stages of the team event. I think they were knocked out by Cardiff, the eventual winners, in what became a very tough half of the draw. So that's not a bad idea from Abhishek there. He's not left a total. He's left one that's a little tricky to avoid the in-off. It takes some thinking about here. I like that shot. And again, Queens on the other table have the black pocket bag covered, not giving Ed a look at the finish for Exeter. He's got a chance to cover the bag back, but Queens have been coming off better in all the tactical frames so far. As that shot is played well to stop the white short of the middle pocket. Abhishek eyeing up a pot towards the one of the balk pockets, I would suspect. No, in fact, just laying a snooker. It's not full ball, which is to Abhishek's advantage, because to play the black would leave the in-off angle. This needs to hit a cushion after the black. Oh, he's potted it! He has potted it! There we go. Wow. So 5-1 here to Queens, the defending champions Exeter on the brink. Warwick have gone 5-2 up on York. Warwick came through a group of death, one of 2 groups of death that were cited at the start of the week, with Southampton and Kent. Southampton won that group.
York first and Bath first. Competition desk, please.
Thank you to Joe Redhead, who's been providing the stream all week and is currently running around picking the scores up from around the room. We've got another result in for you. Oxford first were pushed all the way, but they've beaten St Andrews by 6 frames to 4. Oxford will join Southampton, Keele, Nottingham, Trent in the quarter-finals.
Also have Women's Team Championship, Lancaster first and Plymouth first.
So a reminder, there's 3 other competitions still going on, well 4 other competitions still going on in the room. I've mentioned the other men's events, the Men's Championship Trophy and Shield. But now, as of about 10:30, some of the women's games are starting to go on as tables come available. As again, Women's Championship and Trophy level. There's no second tier Shield in that event. So top 2 from their groups go through, 4 groups, so 8 quarter-finalists and 4 into the trophy. Just 3 players in the women's teams, so 6 frame matches. Oh, another result in. Huge win for Ulster first. They've beaten Bath by 6 frames to 1. Fair to say, Ulster are back. Can Queens make it 2 Northern Irish teams through? Well, the frame on the other table is potentially reaching a climax. Clever shot from James there. He's left only 1 ball available to his opponent, and that is the yellow over the pocket, which he wants to get rid of. Another result in for you. Warwick have made it through to the quarters. 6-2 win over York. No surprises there really. Okay, having made it through the group, Warwick are a strong team.
First and Southampton first.
And turns out we've got the last championship match with the last 16 round. Unsurprising really, it has been a slow affair, even though we're only 6 frames in.
And the men's team trophy, Cardiff first and Kent first.
And no messing about, the pot taken, accepting that he had to play the ball over the pocket. And he's just going to try and fish in with the next yellow. We're on a third table, which has actually been going on for quite a while, but I hadn't even spotted. Jack DeGrushy against Kim Fay.
Also, University of Ulster in the team championship, men's team championship, University of Ulster and Oxford firsts.
Jack once again down to his last ball, representing Exeter. It's over a pocket, black's in the open, but he's not at the table. And still 7 reds on the table, 1 just potted, so
Ulster
down to 6.
First team, men's team championship, Ulster first team.
Ooh. And he's gone for a 2-in-1. He's gone to cover the bag and get the snooker on the last remaining yellow. It's not clear from here whether he's quite got the snooker. I think he can see the yellow. Getting position on the black is another matter, but potentially a chance to get a frame on the board for the Devonians. James looks severely disappointed with that result there. Jack's had to concede 2 shots on the other table. Clearly could not see through to the yellow. He's played a deliberate foul, knocking the black towards his yellow over the pocket, but he has given Queens 2 visits to win the match. And if he does take them out, that is where the result will come. Down to 1 visit now, so perhaps no imminent danger for Jack.
Men's team championship, we have Nottingham firsts and Kiel firsts, please.
Quarterfinals starting to go on. That was Nottingham first and Kiel first just announced. So you'd have to say that is going to provide a surprise semi-finalist. No one had even mentioned those 2 teams as being contenders at the start of the week. But one of them is going to be within 2 matches of victory, and in a 1-to-6 format, that gives you a good chance of victory.
Women's team championship, Oxford first.
Not quite sure what the
Manchester
intention
first.
was there from James. We've had another deliberate foul on Jack DeGrushy's table, meaning once again Queens have 2 visits to take out the victory. Can he make the double? Nope. Nope. So again, no imminent danger. A snooker will doubtless be laid, with the black ball not available. Covered by Jack's 1 remaining yellow. Ed Poultney's going for it on the other table. He's played a beautiful yellow to the middle, and he's got some kind of position on this yellow. It's a thinnish snick to the top pocket, but the black ball is over the pocket. So just all about the pot. Nothing to worry about with position. He's made it. Ed Pulteney pots the yellow. And it's a tap in black. There it is. Life in Exeter yet. Back to 5-2. Is it game on, or is it just respectability to the scoreboard? And James Martin securing this bottom pocket here. He's worked hard to get it.
Okay, team Shield semi-final. UCL firsts. This is in the men's team championship. Team Shield. UCL first and Glasgow first. Men's team Shield semi-final.
So we can't tell you who they've beaten, but we can tell you that UCL first and Glasgow first will contest the Shield final. Jack's on the black, and Jack's got it. That's another frame to Exeter.
Come on then, boys! Go on, got this.
It is now game on, and we've got our final two matches underway here. Stephen O'Connor taking on Pavel Mitev. Stephen O'Connor representing Queens. Pavel representing Exeter. And Exeter needing 2 from 2 to extend this match to a playoff.
Team Shield.
And further delay proceedings here in Great Yarmouth, where we're quite far behind in this match. It's been a slow affair. No more comments coming through on the feed at the moment. If you are watching the feed at home at the moment, always interesting to see what you make of the games. Any opinions, insight? Can Exeter bring it back? Looks like James is looking to play the pot here and develop. Unless he can. No, he's definitely playing the pot. He's looking to develop. It would be difficult to get a position on this red. He's got. He can pot it. Trusting to luck to be on the black if he did go for it. Might as well go for it, because if he misses he'll have it over the bag, but he will leave a finish on of sorts for Queens, the way the balls are clustered around the middle. Difficult to tell from here whether the in-off is a worry.
Okay, Women's Team Championship.
I'd guess not.
Durham firsts and Nottingham first.
It was close. It was very close. And he was on the black. Whether he would have been had he have gone a little thinner, we'll never know. May well have been though. Well, that's interesting. Unless he can push through them, I don't think he could pot any of these. potential touching ball. So he's not laid a snooker. I assume he was playing for snooker, but not too much harm because the pot isn't on. Looking at playing into the red off the bottom cushion. Needs to make sure he hits red before the... Looks like he might have blocked the sight through to the potable yellow. If so, it's a very good shot and very good thinking. But could we have the finisher on the other table? It's going to be over soon, one way or another. O'Connor has played that beautifully. He's on the last yellow down the line. This could be it for Exeter. He's made the pot and he's got the black to the middle pocket. A little bit of a cut, one you'd expect to make every time. The cheer will tell us if it's gone in. It has gone in. That is the result. Queens University Belfast have beaten the defending champions Exeter by 6 frames to 3. They will go through to the quarterfinals to play Warwick. Warwick first, a tough section of the draw. Anyone who gets through that will deserve the victory overall if they get it. Thank you for listening to this match. We'll have a quarter-final match on, I suspect, very shortly.